There is nothing more satisfying than seeing an officer's ego being put in check. Today, we will look at cases where corrupt cops messed with the wrong person and were forced to face their mistakes.
These are officers. We are not evidence people. It gets submitted. Hold them up! It's not how it works!
Police officers often let power go to their heads, becoming cocky and thinking that they're above accountability. Today, we'll see how these officers were caught in the act and held responsible for their actions. On June 30th, 2024, a man was released from the police station after being arrested the night before for drinking and nearly hitting an officer. Upon his release, the police withheld some of his personal belongings and refused to return them.
So we can't release anything that went into evidence, even if it's for safekeeping. You have to schedule an appointment with our evidence technician.
Dude, I need my wallet, my phone, my ID.
I don't have access to it. We don't have access to any of that stuff. Once it goes in evidence, the evidence technician...
Evidence for what?
Because it's for safekeeping, and all goes into an evidence law.
So how do I live without my phone and my wallet, my ID?
You start by not getting arrested. That's a good start.
Well, that's in the past, so I have to move forward.
Okay, so like I said, none of us have access to those things.
Okay, who has access?
The evidence tech. He's going to be here tomorrow.
What you'll have to do is you'll have to call,
You have to call and schedule an appointment
tomorrow
with him.
morning, and you have to schedule an appointment.
I have nothing for the night. My money, my phone, no numbers.
That was in the past, but you made decisions in the past that have gotten you to the point where you're at.
Dude,
right
you
now.
guys have my I was released from jail, bailed out, give me my stuff.
We can't.
Policy seemed questionable. Taking someone's possessions and labeling them as evidence was far from a smart move. The man grew increasingly angry, and rightfully so.
How the fuck is that?
Just explained it. We just explained it. It's Sunday. It's only during business hours. It's not going to be retrieved.
The evidence technician works 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
So be here at 9 a.m.
Sure.
Yes. Yep.
I don't know if he'll be able to give you your stuff right then. Normally it's on an appointment scheduling basis.
But you can call.
Well, if
come
he
in
doesn't
after.
get here till 9, how can I call and make an appointment till 9?
You can't.
So call
Right,
at 9 and make
right.
an appointment.
Call with what? You have my phone.
Show up here at 9.
So show up at 9.
That's what I just said.
Okay. Have a good one.
You guys enjoy this? You know, the police used to help people.
We tried it.
I went to that hospital to get sober, and then I wake up in jail.
Dude,
charged.
you came at me.
I don't remember anything, dude.
Well, that's not my fault.
I'm not saying it is, but it's
Okay.
your fault that you have my stuff now.
No, it's not.
That's
Nah, that's actually
definitely
your
your
You can't
fault.
leave it there.
The decisions you made.
You got arrested. We couldn't leave it there. We have to take it. Someone steals it.
Soon, the supervisor came outside and, instead of helping him with his problem, only tried to escalate the situation.
I'm not the evidence tech.
Call
None
your
of us.
f***ing supervisor.
He's right there.
Let me speak to him.
Okay. He's not going to get it for you either.
Let me speak to him. Dude, I get bailed out of jail, and I have no access to my ID, my phone, my money, nothing. And you're telling me I have to come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. to make an appointment to get my stuff back that you took?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do tonight?
I don't know.
And you don't give a shit.
It's not that I don't give a shit. What option do I have for you? It is our policy. We can't bring bags into the jail for the jail policy. We have to bring them back
That's
here and
fine.
secure the
They're
property.
here. Now give them to me.
It's not how it works, which I've been listening to them describe to you and explain to you.
How does it work?
I'm not an evidence technician. I am a sergeant. These are officers. We are not evidence people. It gets submitted.
Hold them up!
It's not how it works!
Banker's hours?
Leave.
Just like that, the supervisor resorted to the officer's power tactics and bullying. The man should have received his property, but instead the situation escalated as he decided to walk away.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Leave.
You're worthless. You get paid way too much.
Leave. You can come back on Monday at 9 a.m.
I will.
and
I'll be
schedule an
here.
appointment. But right now you need to leave.
I'll be here.
Right now you need to leave.
Thank you, buddy.
Have a great night, sir.
Jerk off somewhere else. My dad was a state trooper.
That's great.
And he puts you pieces of shit to shame.
That's great.
You're doing the name of really good service.
People used to help people.
You want to come back over here, you can go to jail. I'm not the one. You dealt with them last night, you can deal with me today.
I don't remember last
Walk!
Just when it seemed the matter was over, the officers turned it into an ego issue and did the unthinkable.
Why are you arresting me? I didn't do anything! I came to get my phone! Hand behind your back! Stop this! Dude, watch the phone! Why are you arresting me? What did I do now? I came to get my belongings and called the truth. You guys are garbage. I was walking away.
Stop trying to move.
Dude,
Stop.
what the? You guys are scum. You really live like this and treat people like this? Why didn't she tell me to make an appointment for tomorrow? That's her fault, not mine. She said come back at 6. You fucking stupid liaison.
Policy wasn't bad enough. The officers arrested him simply for turning toward them while walking away. He had every right to be angry. These officers need to grow some thicker skin.
Showed up here angry, and guess what? You're going to jail angry.
I came here to get my stuff.
Angry. And guess where that got you? Nowhere.
It would have got me away. It doesn't matter. You told me to make an appointment for
I
tomorrow.
don't know how many cops it needs to tell you to explain to get your stuff back at a scheduled time.
She said 6 o'clock.
Can you get up on your own, or do you need help?
Yeah, I guess. Go up. For no fuck.
Give him this car.
This car? Are you sure? This one? Really?
Are you gonna get in there, or are you gonna make this
Get in, dipshit. What the f*** wrong with you? Hey, come back tomorrow, and this all would have been avoided.
For your cuts or anything, do you want fire rescue?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just pushed my face into the man for no reason.
Roll the window back up. Don't feel like hearing him talk.
I don't know what the f***'s going on. I came here to pick up my just to be left alone.
The simple situation escalated into an assault and arrest as the cops forced him into their cruiser and took him back to jail.
What are you charging me with?
Sit down, swing your feet in.
What are you charging me with?
Swing your feet in.
What are you charging me with? What the fuck? You gotta tell me what you're charging me with.
He got arrested last night for assault Leo when he came one of the officers. We arrested him for multiple things. He came back just now to try to get his stuff from when he was arrested. We explained we couldn't. He refused to leave the property. He resisted us again, so we had to throw him to the ground and wrestle with him.
Well, he clearly didn't resist the cops at all and was only angry at the absurd policy. He was later charged with resisting arrest, but soon bonded out. Moving on, here's another instance of a police officer using his authority in the worst way possible.
Look at this scene this guy's created. This guy's created this entire scene. I can't interact with you now, okay? You're part of them. You're telling me you're them. One of them?
I'll come back to you in a minute.
You're one of them. You're already taking sides. I see where you're at.
In July 2023 in Jackson, Michigan, a First Amendment auditor was filming a homeless man sleeping on a public sidewalk when another man approached and began making threats against him.
Leave him alone and go mind your business. What are you doing? Leave him alone. Go mind your business. Sir, go before... Sir, go before we have a problem. Go. Leave him alone. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, you better stay away from me. It's going to be a problem. You need to leave people alone.
Okay, so we got this Darren here that wants to obstruct our work here, wants to interfere.
Yes, can you send an officer right away over to Kroger's, please? I got a person over here disturbing someone while they're sleeping on the sidewalk. He's walking up on. Listen, please please step away from me, sir. Step away from me, please. I need someone here at Kroger's, please, right now.
If this wasn't weird enough, a couple of other cars also stopped in the middle of the road as they had a problem with the guy filming the street. Within seconds, the situation was about to turn chaotic.
There's no, a regular camper. Hey, listen, stay away from my. Okay, listen, listen, go about your business. No, he's walking around and there's a blue car that's following him around that he must be with.
So,
ESF.
this guy right here, he stopped it.
And keep him away. You need to go, man. Why don't you leave? The police are on their way. You're gonna get in trouble. Please leave. Yeah, listen, he's just messing with people. You need to stay away from people and get the somewhere.
Why don't
Go.
you hop in your nice car and drive away if you're so
No,
afraid?
I'm not, because you shouldn't be bothering
Hop in your
people.
nice car and
Leave
drive
people
away.
alone.
You're the one harassing people here. You're
I'm
harassing
asking you to
me.
leave people alone.
It was ironic that the man in the blue hoodie was giving the auditor advice that he clearly needed to follow himself. It turns out that plenty of other Karens felt compelled to stop and interfere with someone exercising their First Amendment right.
This entire scene was created by this guy. Had to stop and
Yeah, stay away from people.
this guy had to stop.
You're trying to hurt somebody that can't defend themselves. Stay away from people.
Why don't you come over here a little bit closer? You want to interrupt?
You know what?
Mr. Big Mouth. Mr. Big Mouth.
Shut up.
Let's get Mr. Big Mouth here on
Just
camera.
shut up. Hey, here I am. God, here you are. There, that's right there.
This is what this guy, Mr. Big
That's
Mouth.
to you. That's to you.
Don't get close to me.
Jerk.
There you go. Get the hell out of here.
No, I'm not leaving. No.
Look at this guy. Wow, unbelievable. Look at this male Karen.
This was probably one of the funniest audits you'll see, as these clueless Karens continue to bully the auditor who was doing nothing wrong.
Stay away from me.
Okay, listen, I'm telling you.
Go back to your car and wait for the cops. Stay away from me.
Hold on, just let them. Hold on. Just let them get out of the car and listen. I'm the one that called the police. Okay? He is bothering this innocent person that ain't doing nothing but laying on the damn ground. Okay? I told him to step away from him. He walks up to the lady over here, threatening the lady over here. Right? I got him.
You want to stay? No, stay back over there.
See?
On the sidewalk.
See, he doesn't understand. He's pulling out mace, trying to make. See, stay away from the lady, dude. He doesn't understand. He keeps walking up on the lady. No. He keeps interfering with.
Look at these Karens. Look at these Karens calling the cops over a First Amendment protected activity. These are a bunch of Karens here.
You want to step over here?
Sure.
Finally, the officer arrived, and the auditor hoped he would be spreading the word of justice and telling those low-life people that he was doing nothing wrong. However, contrary to this, the officer proved that he was a bigger idiot than those 10 Karens.
Citizen journalist, get the light to my back. Citizen journalist got in contact for a story documenting the matters of public interest, and the guy in the orange car and the blue, he comes and starts threatening me, getting in my face, and I'm not threatening anybody.
Okay.
I'm just standing here with it. Ready to defend myself. Documented matters of public interest. Homeless population's real big here,
And they said that you were in his face, talking to him, and
they can say what they want. They got proof of any of that? I've got video of
I'm
everything
not
I'm
asking
doing.
for proof. I'm just saying that. What's your response to that?
Just documented matters of public interest. I'm a citizen journalist gathering content for a story. Get one of your superiors out here. They know who I am. They see me out here documenting all the time. I've got hundreds of videos.
Who are you?
I don't wish to identify myself.
You just asked me who my name or badge number
You're a
is.
public
and now
servant. I'm not.
You said my supervisor know who you are, so
Well,
how
I'll give you my first name. I'll give you my first name. My first name is Justin.
The officer attempted to de-escalate the situation by speaking with the bystanders. Still, he stopped short of telling them that the auditor was doing nothing illegal and had every right to film in public.
See what I mean? Is this legal? That's legal to do that?
You said you want a supervisor?
And
Did you say that?
Well, if you don't handle this correctly, you might want to contact the supervisor and ask him who you're dealing with out here.
Why do I need to contact my supervisor?
Well,
in regards to
I'm just not sure how you're going to handle this situation with these guys. They're spewing out a lot of lies.
One, you need to stay away separate from them.
I
so
am.
that you
I'm
don't-
not on there. I'm staying out here. See this right here? That's public property. I'm staying on public property. Mob mentality at form. Just like, did you see any videos of Jackson, Michigan? The mob mentality in Jackson, Michigan?
Stop talking to him.
No, I'm talking to you. I can't interact with you now, okay? You're part of them. You're telling me you're them. One of them?
I'll come back to you in a minute.
You're one of them. You're already taking sides. I see where you're at. Get your sergeant out here. Get your sergeant out here.
The triggered Karens once again tried to humiliate the auditor, and shockingly, none of the cops had anything to say to them.
I am a prisoner of justice. Look at my camera, everyone. I have a camera. Weird. Look at my camera.
See, look at these guys. These guys are just the whole time. Look at this mob mentality, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 people. 10 people formed an angry mob. Guys, Jackson, Michigan, 10 people formed an angry mob. This is the types of people.
What I'm looking at here is a person with the police.
These are the type of people you deal with here in Jackson, Michigan. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at the mouth on this Karen. Listen to the mouth on this Karen. Listen to the mouth on this Karen. Hey, officer, you see what's going on, officer? Angry mob mentality. You see it. I document it. You see it.
The individual started to leave the place, and shockingly, the officer returned to the auditor carrying a trespass warning. It is unbelievable how these goons have no clue about the First Amendment right to film.
This is unbelievable what I deal with out here taking pictures in public. This is what I deal with in Jackson, Michigan. I appreciate you showing up and de-escalating this. What am I doing?
Something that you created?
No, wait a minute here. You're unbelievable. Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Am I posed a threat?
Yes, you do. You already posed a threat to me. You and this Karen right here.
You're out here doing the justice. You're doing the right thing. You keep this up.
The shameless group quickly got in their cars and left. None of them had the decency to help the homeless person they were supposedly so worried about earlier.
You're unbelievable.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Am I posed a threat?
Yes, you do. You already posed a threat to me. You and this Karen right here.
You're out here doing the justice. You're doing the right thing. You keep this up.
Already got it. Already got all your information.
These individuals acted as though they had the authority to dictate others' actions. What's even more concerning is that none of the officers firmly addressed their behavior, further highlighting the corruption in play. Moving on, this next cop tried to be cocky but was instantly humbled.
If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way.
Officer Brianna Stewart acted as if she was above the law when she posted a TikTok video, seemingly unaware of how viral it would become.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way. I say to everyone out there, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble.
Moving on, this next cop decided to argue with the wrong auditor and was taken to the cleaners.
The law enforcement officer, of course, of our duty.
Hello, sir.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Do you mind if I get your names and badge numbers?
Officer Goldberg, 4682. Okay.
And your name?
Officer Bustino, 4624.
Thank you.
At this time, you are being arrested. Okay, you're trespass banned from this location, so please put your hands behind your back. Okay.
How am I trespass banned?
There's multiple reports about you. Okay, please put your hands behind your back.
How am I? I'm not going to resist you. I'm not resisting in any way.
That's fine.
I'm not.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
not going to resist in any way.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not resisting you. When was I trespass banned?
In no time, the corrupt cops went over to arrest him, claiming that he was trespassed from the property. Sean kept recording them from his glasses, exposing these pigs.
I have nothing that can hurt you.
Thank you so much.
Maybe the camera.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Check and verify 302.
I just want to make it really clear that this is an unlawful arrest. I never knew I was trespassed from here, and you have to give me the notice that I was trespassed from here before you can arrest me for it. But do what you need to do. I'm sure it doesn't say it anywhere.
Title 22, subtitle A, chapter part 29. Okay, that's why you're being arrested. And these are the two reports.
Title 22, what is that?
Title 22, it's for the video reporting inside that building and not being allowed to.
Sean was illegally arrested for filming inside a public building. Clearly, these pigs have no clue about the Constitution, and Sean has a chance to file another lawsuit against them.
Were you aware that your police commissioner was arrested for police brutality, official misconduct, and perjury? Were you aware of that?
No.
You weren't? Yeah, he was. Doesn't seem like the nicest guy. Tell Ryder I said hi. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, no
the door
problem.
closed.
Sorry about that. My supervisor's just coming right now to talk to you, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Just to make sure everything looks the way it's supposed to, and then...
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Okay. I know you don't, because,
I don't think it does.
Okay, no problem.
Doesn't sound like a law that I could be arrested under, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think you guys were supposed to tell me to leave first and then arrest me when I wasn't left. That's what I'm thinking is supposed to happen.
I understand.
The supervisor arrived and seemed afraid of him, despite knowing Sean was handcuffed. He kept warning his partners about Sean's recording as if it were a crime.
Well, we'll wait till you take him out. Okay. Is his cameras and everything off or what?
Close his phone. We should turn off his phone. I don't know.
Turn it off if you can.
Marth told me that he was live streaming it.
Well, does he have? What does he have? Glasses or anything on? Does he have glasses?
He's got glasses.
Maybe the glass. Maybe there's video up on his glasses or something. Take a good look. All right. So if that's the case, we will take his glasses off, and then you can turn. Well, however you have to do it. Okay. But and make sure he's not. Did he have anything else on his body taping?
He's got nothing else. He's just got a t-shirt on.
All right, so maybe, I don't know about these glasses. I'm not tech savvy. So just check the stuff. You and Craig will take them in. I'm going to stay here with these guys. We'll get this ball rolling. No problems, right? Everything good?
Ultimately, Sean was taken to the detention center where he was booked and locked up.
Yeah, we'll do a complete search when we get everything set up.
The height of police corruption was caught on their body cam during Sean's booking. The sergeant who had arrived earlier physically harassed and threatened another auditor trying to film him.
Hi, how are you? You can put it down. Put it down.
What are you touching?
Put it down.
Why are you touching?
You can tape it.
Why are you touching?
Put it down.
You came to me.
Don't put it in my face.
You came to me.
Put your hands down.
Don't
Put your
come
hands
to me.
down. Walk.
You came to
I'm in
me.
the middle of something.
I'm walking.
You walk that.
I'm walking.
Walk.
You don't fucking put your fucking
You don't
hands
put that
on
in my
me.
face.
I didn't put it in your face. I was walking.
Don't put it in my face. Put it down.
Again, you're grabbing.
Keeping it down.
Don't fucking
Keep
grab.
it down. Keep your camera down. Not in my face. I don't know what you're gonna. That's fine. That's good. You could do that.
Do this too.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go inside.
Okay. Sarge?
My name is Sergeant Muchow.
And what's your? It's 692.
Yes.
You got a problem with your fucking hand? Huh? You got a problem with your fucking hand?
Sir.
No, I don't.
That's
You got a
enough.
problem with
That's
your
enough.
fucking hand?
Let him talk. Let him talk. It's fine. It's fine.
It is unclear why these cops have an issue with being recorded when it is neither illegal nor unlawful. Shortly after, the officers muted their body cams and conspired against Sean. He was later released and plans to file a lawsuit against the officers and the city. Moving on, these corrupt cops had to make up fake laws to arrest this auditor.
Now you guys see I got one hand on my camera.
1,
Whoa.
2,
Don't shoot
3.
me.
You're under arrest.
Whoa.
In July 2016, First Amendment Auditor Deontay Valentine was filming the public parking lot of the South Carolina Police Department when an officer came over and confronted him.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Corporal Shrad at the Greer Police Department. How are you?
I'm alright.
Okay. Is there any reason why you're videotaping? I'm just curious. You're not in any kind of trouble. There's nothing here other than we got called and told that you were walking around the parking lot. So, any particular reason for it? No, you're not going to answer. So we're just going to have a stare off because I'm recording you and you're recording me. Is that what we're going to do? Do you have your ID on you?
Have I done anything wrong?
Well, you're recording a suspicious activity, which puts this into a category of suspicious activity, which means that Terry versus Ohio, I can detain you until I can determine or deny that there's no criminal
Terry
activity.
v. Ohio says suspicious activity is not enough for reasonable cause for ID.
There's already a call on it, so yes.
So suspicious activity, is that a felony or misdemeanor?
That's a misdemeanor.
No, it's not.
The auditor rightfully decided to be quiet for the first half, letting the cop speak what he wanted to. Imagine the level of this officer who doesn't even know suspicion alone is not reasonable articulable suspicion to detain somebody.
And I can't believe you just sat here and lied.
Yep, go ahead and give me your ID.
Can you call your supervisor to the scene?
I am a supervisor.
I need another one.
Okay.
I need a lieutenant or somebody else.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go and do this type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so.
just curious.
I mean,
not
hey.
criminal activity, there's nothing to worry about.
So why are you asking for my ID then?
Because you're not answering me, and when you're not answering me, how do I know you're going to film this parking lot to come shoot it up?
It's called the Fifth Amendment, right?
So I can check on that if it's suspicious, and if part of that checking is to identify you. So if I can get
It's suspicious, a felony or a misdemeanor.
Hey, sir. Again.
To make matters worse, another supervisor arrived on the scene and displayed even less understanding than the first officer.
Name, badge number?
Sergeant Forrester, 301.
All right, how you doing?
Good. How can I help you?
Well, he contacted me, wanted my ID for no reason, so I need a supervisor to let him know that, you know, without any crime being committed, I don't have to present my ID.
Well, he actually got a call on you.
Well, what crime have I committed?
Well, anytime somebody calls in and reports suspicious activity,
It's suspicious of felony or misdemeanor.
it's neither one, but he asked.
Okay, thank you. So he said it was a misdemeanor. So now we have a conflict on which one it is.
We don't have a conflict at all. We have a conflict with
Hold on,
the way you're acting,
whoa,
sir.
whoa.
It seemed as if the officers started to gang up on the poor guy, as one took him by surprise and escalated this simple situation.
Taping our parking lot in today's day and age, that's fine.
Whoa.
That's fine. You ain't got to whoa nothing.
Whoa. What's your name and badge number?
My badge number is 201. It's
Whoa.
Lieutenant Holcomb.
Whoa.
Holcombe. Now,
whoa.
let me have an ID.
This is the intimidation factor right here.
Have an ID, please.
What crime have I committed? What crime have I committed?
An ID.
What crime have I committed?
An ID. You're gonna be failure to listen to a law enforcement officer ask you for an ID.
What crime have I committed?
An ID?
What crime have I committed?
Have you got an ID?
What crime have I committed?
Videotaping our parking lot and walking around the police
Is that a
department.
crime?
Yes, sir. Right now, in
It
the
is.
day and age that we're dealing with, yes, sir, it is a crime.
Wonder what this sergeant was talking about, as filming a public parking lot doesn't warrant a stop, let alone an arrest. However, just as the auditor tried to tackle him with words, this pig did the unthinkable.
What crime have I committed today?
Anytime there's a suspicious person,
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
It's a. Let me see
Whoa,
your ID.
whoa.
You got the count of
Whoa.
three, or you're going to jail.
Now you gotta see, I got one hand on my camera.
One.
Whoa.
Two.
Don't shoot
three.
me.
You're under arrest.
Whoa.
Now under arrest. Guess what? That's not a right. That's a right to stay in jail. That's a right to stay in jail. Because if we don't have an ID and name and everything, then you stay in jail until we figure out who you are. So you can tell us who you are, or you can stay in jail until we figure it out. You were interfering with the police.
What crime have I committed?
Interfering with the police. Yes, you were.
You guys came to approach me.
Yes, sir. And I asked you for an ID.
And what crime have I committed?
Interfering with the police.
What crime?
Interfering with the police.
What crime? For you suspended for
Listen to me. Listen to me, because I know you're not deaf.
I don't gotta listen to you.
Interfering with the police. Yes, you were.
I was not.
Pretty shocking, to say the least. The poor auditor was in handcuffs, and the cops proceeded to take him to the police station. The camera was still on, and we could hear these cops in the background.
Right here.
There you go.
Like I heard you say something.
What I'll do too is, because I don't know what's on the cell phone or what you're recording. I think that cell phone should go, right?
That would be a good idea.
He knows what he's doing.
It's a good idea. Get a talk with the detective so we get search warrant and download everything on it.
I'm sorry? I've got your phone.
Valentine was taken to the police station where he was booked but soon released. The video was soon released on the internet, and the public started talking about the corrupt practices in the police department. As a result, the police chief ended up resigning just a couple of months later. Next up, here's an idiot cop who soon got some quick karma after messing with the wrong auditor.
Sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on public property that I pay for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes.
Barry Dave was walking past the South Padre Island Police Department's parking lot when he started recording the facility. That is when one of the tyrants came over and did something truly bizarre.
This morning she was itching all over.
Yes, sir. Sir. Sir, can we help you? You can go back to work. That's what I pay you to do, isn't it?
What's that?
Go back to work.
I'm sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on
Yes.
public property that I pay
Yes.
for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes.
Officer David Laird was the aggressor who put the auditor in handcuffs without even talking with him. At this point, these pigs have just completely lost it.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes, you can.
Y'all take this.
We find out who you are. Okay. So what is it you're doing back here?
Hey guys.
Your phone is perfectly fine.
Hey
and
guys,
it's on still. See that?
go ahead and call.
Step over here.
Please.
We're talking to you. So step over here and tell us what you're doing back here. This is private property, and that's why we're asking you.
How can a police department be private property?
You have an ID with you.
How can a police department be
You have an
private
ID
property?
with you, sir.
Ma'am, did you turn my phone off?
You got a...
That's a violation of my First Amendment.
The auditor's Fourth Amendment and First Amendment rights had been violated, and things were about to worsen.
What's your full name and date of birth? What's your full name and date of birth?
Can I please talk to a supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
You guys are working on getting a lawsuit. Can you
So
please?
listen, you're fixing to be arrested for failure to ID if you don't identify yourself.
That's a secondary charge. What's the
Do
primary
you understand?
charge? What's the primary
Do you
charge?
understand?
What's the primary charge, sir?
What is your name and date of birth?
Sir, what's the primary charge?
You are being detained right
I'm not
now.
going to answer anything. If I'm detained, then I don't have to talk to you. I like my lawyer, please.
Thank you.
And if I'm not detained, I'm free to go.
What is your name and date of birth then?
I like my attorney, please.
Pat him down, make sure he doesn't have any weapons on him.
Seeing the situation escalate, a supervisor came out and got the incident report from Laird. In a matter of seconds, he was about to take the idiot cop to the cleaners.
He's back here walking by the units recording.
He's just recording.
Yeah. So he's just detained right now. I'll cut him loose, I don't mind, but...
First Amendment right, sir?
Huh?
Yeah, he's one of those.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
No sign restricting me from coming back here, sir. Excuse me, sir. You the supervisor?
So,
You guys gonna let me go now?
yeah, we'll let you go. Let's take him and walk him over there.
Can you
Then.
please make sure my phone is still on? If you turn off my phone, I'll be filing a lawsuit against you for violating my First Amendment rights. That phone
Let's
is
take him
my
over.
record.
Cuffs off.
Can you please get my phone first? I want my phone to record this. What do you need? That is my
I said
official
let's
record.
walk
You
him
cannot
over.
interfere with my First Amendment right. Please bring my phone back. Ma'am? Please record them taking my handcuffs off. You're gonna calm the fuck down next time?
Oh, I'm very calm. I'm always calm.
You ran up and grabbed me, threw handcuffs on me.
Dave's anger was justified. After being humiliated by his sergeant, Officer Laird now had to face Dave's wrath.
For First Amendment
I don't know what you're back here for.
You just got yourself in a world of shit.
Go ahead.
You don't need to know what I'm back here for.
Yes.
What did I do, sir? What was your reasonable, articulable suspicion? That I had committed a crime, was about to commit a crime, or had just committed a crime?
You're standing
What was
around
it?
walking back here recording us in our unit.
Oh, so that's against the law? Recording you is against the law. Did you hear that, guys? This was Officer... Sorry, what's your name and badge number?
David Laird.
Sorry?
David Laird.
Good, I'm going to get to know it very well.
Okay.
You'll be listed in the lawsuit.
You have that
Well.
card for that other one?
Soon after this mess, the officers started to get inside the building, hanging their heads in shame. But Dave wasn't going to let the matter slide so easily.
They're already starting the cover up. I need everyone's badge. I need no, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. I need your name and badge number, sir. I need your name and badge number. I need your name and badge number. I need the sergeant out here. I need the lieutenant out here. Or I need the chief of police out here. You guys are not just going to walk away from this. I'm sorry. That officer fucked up big time. Where is he? Where's he or she? Sir, you look like a sergeant. Can you please come over here and talk to me? They're running away, guys, like a bunch of scared rats. Because they know they just stepped in it big time. Now they're just completely ignoring me. You guys are going to pay a lot for this. The city of South Padre Island is going to have to pay for this. Who's coming out to talk to me? They're all trying to ignore me, you guys. They're all trying to ignore me. They know they just stepped in it big time. Who's coming out to talk to me, sir?
What?
Who's coming out to talk to me?
I don't know, man. I just got here.
Okay, well, you just got here. Now you're in it too. Name and badge number. You should have stopped that officer. I warned him. I warned him that he was fucking up. Okay, guys, there it is. South Padre Island police, they've all scattered like a bunch of scared rats because they know that they stepped in it big time. I was grabbed, I was roughed up, okay? And
none of the officers even dared to step out and have a conversation with the auditor. Dave stood by his word and proceeded to file a civil rights lawsuit against these tyrants and the city. It is still in progress, and we hope that he gets the compensation that he deserves. If you think this cop got the perfect humbling, you won't believe what happened to this next tyrant.
All I'm doing is asking for a form of identification so we can identify who he is. He's refusing.
Go to your first sergeant. Not a problem. Not a problem.
A First Amendment auditor was filming on the public sidewalk near the police station when officers, including Officer Fougere, approached and began to intimidate him.
If you want my name, I'll give you everything. Who are you?
I don't need to provide that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
If I'm asking you who you are and why you're videotaping our facility, you have to provide me with some kind of identification. So do you have any identification?
To require identification under the law, you need to be able to articulate a crime that I'm about to commit or I have committed.
Okay. You're going around, you're videotaping our state police facility for no apparent reason, and if I'm asking you who you are, you have to provide me with identification.
I don't have to, no.
It's just like anything else.
No, it's not.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
In fact, your public information officer already has dealt with this here, and so has a few other officers, so...
I don't care who's dealt with it. I'm asking you for identification because I want to know who you are right now. And I want to know what your reason is for videotaping our facility.
Well, first of all, Supreme Court has covered that filming out in public is perfectly legal.
I don't care what the
And that is not a suspicion of crime, so therefore you have no suspicion of crime.
Listen, you can cite whatever you want.
Right.
Why are you videotaping? That's what I'm asking right now.
I don't have to answer that.
The officer was a straight-up bully who had no clue about the law that he swore to protect. However, his sergeant appeared on the other side of the fence, and that is when he got the shock of his life.
Well, I want to see a form of identification, identifying who you are, why you're outside my facility right now videotaping us.
I don't have to provide that either.
Why not? Why do you feel that you do not have to perform any form of
Because that's the law.
No, it's not. If
Yes,
you're
it
out
is.
here and I want to know why you're videotaping our facility and you have to provide me some form of identification, you just can't come and walk away anytime you want and just come up with your things and fly them over our lot. I want to know who you are and why you're videotaping this right now.
You probably want to get a supervisor or somebody higher up.
Sure, here's my sergeant. He's coming out right now.
And he'll tell you.
Okay, no problem. Hey, Len. He was flying the drone out in front, videotaping. All I'm doing is asking for a form of identification so we can identify who he is. He's refusing.
Go to your first sergeant. Not a problem. Not a problem.
You can videotape as much as he wants. We don't have to get any form of identification.
He can videotape. Not a problem.
All right.
Okay.
So you were wrong?
Huh?
You were wrong?
According to my sergeant, yes, I was.
So you learned something today. That's good.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'll pretty sure. Have a good day.
The corrupt officer was humiliated, and he didn't even try to look back as he held his head in his hands and shamelessly walked past into his car.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Right now with the drones, there's a lot of this. I said sorry for the inconvenience. Right now with the drones, there's a lot of, I guess you could say, I wouldn't say misinformation, but it's an area that we're not used to dealing with. All right?
Well, that's apparent. I've dealt with your troopers already on this.
Yeah, I'm sure you have it. Not a problem. That's why he came out here. I saw that he was talking to you, so.
You probably should educate them a little bit more on it. It's going to be a more...
It's kind of an area that's new to everybody, and until they have legislation on it.
Which there is none.
Right. So sorry for the inconvenience, okay?
Alrighty, have a go.
Just when you thought that officer was bad, the next cop did something even more unbelievable.
Have you ever gone on the IMC computer and pulled up that incident itself?
I have.
How many times have you done that?
I think 2 or 3 times.
Why?
Just to check on it and see if there's any more updates or whatnot.
Okay. When was the last time you looked at it?
I think I looked at it this morning.
Okay. With the intent of just keeping track of what's going on with it?
Right.
Okay. Has there been any changes in it?
Not that I noted, no.
Okay. How often do you get your hair cut?
Monthly.
Where do you go?
I go to Salisbury Square, but the last time I went to the place next to Panera. It was on a Wednesday.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Just a few days after the complaint had been made, Sergeant Chison changed the number plate of his vehicle. Additionally, he got a haircut, seemingly to alter his appearance, as the victim had described the suspect as having curls.
Do you chew tobacco?
On occasion.
On the 17th, which is the date that we've all been talking about.
Yeah.
Were you at the police station that morning?
I was.
How long?
I think I left here around well, I came here at 10. Me and Chucky had a meeting with Tony King and Steve Sforza in the morning. I came here after that around 10 o'clock. Probably left here around a little bit before 11.
And you remember what you were wearing that day?
I was wearing white cargo pants and a red shirt similar to this. I don't know what my footwear was. I assume sneakers.
Were you on Water Street or Federal Street or any of these streets near there that day?
No, I wasn't.
Not near any of them?
No. Well, I was probably on Water Street maybe, but actually no, it still would have been Market Square if I went up state, so no.
So you never went down that way at all?
Never.
The sergeant quickly denied any involvement, claiming he wasn't even at the location of the incident that day. However, as the interrogation progressed, things were about to get much tougher for him.
I went to the North End Boat Club, checked on my boat, and then I went home.
Was there anybody at home that would?
Yeah, my wife.
Okay. You know where the ATM machine is on Water Street, correct?
Yes.
And you've changed the registration on your truck?
I have.
Why did you do that?
Because a woman came in here and said that was the truck who she saw somebody masturbating in. And, if somebody was doing that with a truck similar to mine, with a plate similar to mine, I talked to Greg Whitney and he suggested I change my plate. And so I did.
So you got red plates and new red plates.
Right.
Are they both on the truck or just one?
Just one right now.
Was it two?
There was.
So you've taken one off again?
I have.
Why?
The bolts, they're rattled. I have to get bolts that don't hit the back of it, so it'll tighten up.
Do you know the lady, you've read in the reports then, who the person, who
Right.
the victim is. Do you know this person?
Never.
Have you ever met her?
No.
Any interaction with her?
Not that I know of, no. When I first thought about this, I was thinking maybe a drug suspect or something, but I don't know her.
There was no plausible reason for someone to accuse the sergeant of such a heinous act falsely. All this circumstantial evidence pointed directly at him, and his suspicious actions following the incident only made things worse.
And no reason to understand why someone would be accusing you of it?
No, I have no open cases. I have no, I don't think it's that. Originally I did, but there's really no reason to go after me,
Is there anything you can explain to me or make me understand that would, than you're saying you didn't do it? I mean, she's describing, you've seen the report, she describes you to a T. Cargo pants, the dark curly hair.
I really don't think I have curly hair. I have dark hair. But no, I can't explain that away. I honestly can't.
And can you explain why the vehicle similar to yours shows up on the ATM cameras?
No. It, probably the vehicle that was there. It's, if there was somebody there in a vehicle like mine, it could have been that vehicle.
As the detective dug deeper into the case, Sergeant Chison came up with yet another story in an attempt to mislead them.
And if they can show the tower where they're from, it'll show the timestamps on where I was when I received that. I was texting you that day about a rubber boat, right around the time of this. The earlier calls I was here, I talked to Chris McDonald, I talked to an Ipswich police officer about a dive training, and then I'm back home when I'm on the phone there. I'm not sure what time you text me. I think it was around 11. What time did this allegedly happen? That wasn't, I don't think, in the report.
11:52. 11:52.
September 17th. You sent me a picture at 10:55. Two pictures at 10:55 of a boat you're looking at.
Okay. Did you respond?
I don't know. At noon I responded. I was on the road when I got it.
Where were you?
At my house.
You were at your house at noon?
Yes.
Chison attempted to build a timeline, claiming he was at home during the time of the incident. However, as he recounted the events of the day, his story only created more inconsistencies, landing him in deeper trouble.
So what times were you home that day? You were from when to when? You left here, what time? Left here, went to the boat, stayed there for 5 minutes just to make sure the bilge pumps were working. I hadn't been on it in a long time. So I'm guessing I got your text on the way home, which was 11. So you weren't home at 11? It's not home at 11, probably just after that.
You tell me, estimate, 11:05, 11:10.
11:15.
You say you were here from 10 to 11. I suppose we can check to find out when you left the building.
Right.
Okay, so you leave the building and then you go where?
The boat club.
So you go to the boat club, you're there for how long?
5-10 minutes. Just went down, make sure the boat was floating.
And from the boat club you go right home?
Straight home.
But you said you were down in Market Square.
No, I said when I came over the bridge from meeting with Chucky, I may have gone through Market Square to get to the station. Texted with you for a while. Probably left there around 12:30. Actually, no, I went for a walk with my wife. So it was probably in the afternoon if I went anywhere.
The disgraced sergeant now tried to gather witnesses to support his alibi, claiming he had been out for a walk with his wife at the time of the incident. However, the detective, who happened to be an acquaintance of the sergeant, ensured the interrogation remained tough and relentless.
How would September 17th stick out in my mind when you guys walked the rail trail from any other day?
Because I told her, like somebody just accused me of, jerking off in front of, the way Gregory explained it first, somebody was standing in front of the ATM. And then, so she'll remember that day.
And your next phone after 11:33 is what?
Next phone is 12:56. Gregory calling me. I have nothing until 11:59.
11:59.
That's when I text the lieutenant. And we have a conversation through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 texts between 11:59 and 12:16.
So 11:59 he texts you.
No, he texted me at 10:59. I was on the road when I got that. I went home, and then I got back to him at pretty much noon.
You got a text from him at 10:59.
Right.
Once again, the sergeant only ended up getting in more trouble, as there was a 1-hour gap between any conversation or calls that he got. This was the time the poor girl was harassed outside of the ATM. As the detectives pressed further, they realized plenty of inconsistencies in the sergeant's chain of events.
But you tell me at 11:30 you're still here talking to Chris McDonald.
Oh. I left here at 10:20. My last conversation with Chris was at 10:23. I have it right here.
Am I wrong or did...
I can show it to you.
I thought you said 11:23.
No, 10:23. I'm talking to Chris McDonald and Brian Reed right after each other.
Okay,
I'll show it to you right now.
No, I'm just trying to get it correct. My understanding was you said the first one you had was 11:33, talked to Chris McDonald, and you left the station right after that. Went to the boat club.
I'll pull it up again. It was 10:23, I think, or 10:33 is when I started those. I'll show it to you right now.
I've got a lady who describes a guy that fits your description. The
Somewhat.
haircut.
I don't think the haircut does. I've never had curly hair, so. But.
Well, dark hair, wavy hair, wearing cargo pants, driving an orange burnt truck with the 3 initials to your plates.
Right.
That appears to be chewing tobacco. All right, it's got a lump right in the front of his chin, which you admittedly do.
Well,
it is truly embarrassing to think of a law enforcement officer masturbating in public, yet all the evidence pointed directly at him, making it clear he desperately tried to cover up his disgraceful behavior.
You know, the next step.
Can she do a lineup? Can she do a,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure she can pick you out of the lineup.
Well, I'm hoping she wouldn't pick me out of a lineup. Can she see me and say, no, that's not him, or I don't see the person here?
She's not confident. You've never come down to speak to me not once about this, never to say anything other than, you know, like I've never done anything.
I thought it went away. You know, I thought this was,
Well,
this is 6 weeks later, and, you know,
If you thought it went away, why do you keep looking at the report?
just to see if anything's changed.
Why would you do that?
Just to see if, you know, Gregory got anything back, any more, you know, evidence or whatnot.
Another major factor working against the sergeant was his repeated attempt to check the status of the complaint in which he was the primary suspect. This behavior strongly suggested that he was aware of his guilt and was scrambling to find a way to avoid accountability.
What would it matter if it wasn't you?
I'd like to find out who it was. You know, I think Gregory would come to me, but, you know, Gregory doesn't come to me anymore. So, you know, I figured, you know,
I
something.
feel like you're out there by yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go back to my options. I've got limited options. I've got overwhelming circumstantial evidence that points towards you. I'm hoping you can offer me something that's going to take and...
My wife can attest to where I was. I don't know if my father lives next door, but I'm not sure where he was during the time or whatever.
I want to take and flip over every cup we can.
Yeah.
If we end up going down that road, you realize we're not coming back.
Right.
Okay, there's no coming back. So that's why I'm saying to you, I spoke to the district attorney's office this morning. Today is the day where if there's any changes, today would be the day that it's decided up. And if it's not you, it's not you.
It's not me.
I'm just saying I want to put everything on the table for options for you.
Bison began asking questions aimed at uncovering what evidence the detectives had against him, clearly trying to gather information to strengthen his defense and prepare his case.
To look at, you know, maybe putting a camera out there, see if this person comes back. Anything done like that? Did anyone look into the partial plates? You know, I don't know how to run that stuff. Find out the BPHs in Massachusetts, or the BHPs, or the HPBs. You know, I'm not sure how sure she was on the plate, but officers do it all the time. We call in numbers, we transcribe certain numbers in the back. You know, I'm hoping something like that would be done to try and help me out.
We'll try to do everything we can to put the best light on this. I've only known 2 of the trucks that look like yours, and the planes aren't even close to yours. Okay, anything else that we can look at?
Cameras, you know, I don't know. Can I see the photos of the truck at the ATM?
It's something we can.
Can I see the reports?
Soon after, the sergeant agreed to take a polygraph test. However, everything he said seemed like an attempt to deflect blame, hoping the cops would overlook the incident and deem him innocent.
Okay, so if I sell up to say police, you have no problem coming in and saying?
I'd really like to see the reports or the photos, or, you know, if I can see the photo, maybe we can prove it's not mine. You know?
Well, the photo's not going to do us a lot other than I can tell you there's some burnt color orange in there. It's not going to depict.
Does it depict the person?
No.
What's in the back of the truck?
No. Well, we try to talk to the victim about, you know, is there anything else in the vehicle you could take and tell us about, or the internal bit of the truck. Or, you know, unfortunately, most of the attention was drawn to the individual themselves in the act. The shock value, and I think we all know about the shock value and what this does to people.
Yeah.
So there's very little more that we can say about, or she could tell us about the incident itself or the person.
I'm saying I have antique green all through my truck. You know, it's...
Suddenly, the sergeant realized he was about to be placed on administrative leave, which completely changed his demeanor.
We're going to place you on leave.
Oh, please don't.
You're going on. I have no choice.
Please
I
don't.
have no choice.
I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now.
I have no. It's with pay.
Yeah, but still, I can't work details.
I know.
I'm on a detail right now. This will kill me. Is this going to go public?
Right now, you're on administrative leave until we finish this.
I'm begging you. Please don't do this to me.
Steve, I've talked to
Go through the
everybody.
investigation. I'm not going to interfere with the investigation. I've been here for 6 weeks.
I understand that. Well, some of this information has just come to us very recently, like since Friday. I've talked to the chief's attorney, I've talked to the district attorney's office, I've talked to the city's attorney. I don't have a choice in this. That I gotta put you out because of everything that we see at this point
How quickly?
I'm gonna make the phone calls as soon as we get done here. As soon as I get one, I'll have them done.
Can I take vacation time just so it doesn't look like I'm out there being...
If he hadn't done something so terrible in the first place, he wouldn't have to worry about the public reaction or the news going viral.
But in fairness to you, in fairness to the organization, there's certain things that have to happen, and this is gonna be one of them. It's with pay. I'll make the phone call as soon as we get out of here. If you want to hang on, I'll actually tell you as soon as we get one done, and we'll get it done.
What if this gets out and the paper gets a hold of it? And then I'm cleared. Every Google search is going to come up with my name, accused of a sex crime.
Well, what may get out there and what's confirmed out there is never going to be. You don't think that there's officers that you're talking now? You don't think it's important to clear your name internally?
Yeah.
And I'm doing everything I can because it's more important to me to find the truth. We're gonna charge you, all right? I don't have a choice. We've weighed this out, we've had discussions, we've denied every way possible.
So you charge me, it's gonna be on the public, there's no...
I'm not charging you, I just said, I'm waiting out the polygraph.
All right.
All right? So right now you're on administrative leave only while we do that polygraph with no charges.
Eventually, the interrogation came to an end. The officers began preparing for a polygraph test, which never happened. Shockingly, the sergeant reached out to the officers and finally accepted what he had done.
On that first interview, I don't know, the only way I can really put it is I was playing with myself.
But even here, he claimed he wasn't trying to show anyone anything.
Tyson admitted to the horrific act, but claimed he wasn't looking at anyone despite overwhelming evidence against him. Shockingly, he was never charged with any crime. To make matters worse, he wasn't even fired and was allowed to retire with full benefits. Just a month later, he was appointed as the Director of Compliance and Investigations for the Massachusetts Department of Public Health's Medical Marijuana Division. You'd think they'd learn their lesson, but this next officer's actions take authority abuse to another level.
He said, I'll take care of it because I'll write you a check for $1,000. I said, are you a cop? He said, yeah, I'm a cop.
Kimberly Wilson called 911 to report that she had been struck by a car, and the reckless driver was an officer named Roadside. The officers arrived quickly and approached Roadside.
How are you doing? I am not strong. You okay? Yeah. I had a prostate surgery. Okay. I'm on anesthesia right now. I'm trying to get home to Cinnamon. Okay. I will pay for her, you know, whatever I have to do. Okay. What happened? Get her from behind? Like, I can't, I gotta get home. Okay. Alright, fair enough. I'm looking at you, she's okay. You alright? You want an ambulance or anything? No, I'm fine. Okay. I just want to get home. Alright, fair enough. Whatever wrongs with her car, I'll pay for it. Okay. That works. Not a problem. I got all the paperwork for the hospital. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, not a big deal. We'll take care of it. We'll get you out of here quick. Going home? Yeah. Alright. I live in Cinnamon, so I'm going right home. Here. Okay. Alright, let me go check on her. I'll be right with you.
In an effort to avoid accountability, Roadside blamed his reckless driving on a recent surgery. He also claimed that Wilson stopped abruptly, which led to the rear end.
How you doing?
Not good.
You okay?
3 134, we're back in business. This guy, he got out of the car, I told him shovel, his uniform's inside out. I got out of the car, he took me to pull him. I'm like, are you going to call the cops? You're going to take care of this. He said, I'll take care of it. He says, I'll take care of it. He says, I'll give you my number. I said, no, I don't operate that way. He said, I'll take care of it. He says, I'll write you a check for $1,000. I said, are you a cop? He said, yeah, I'm a cop. I go, where's your uniform? His uniform's going inside out. He said, it's in the car. You want to see? I go, where's your weapon? And he pulled his thing open like this to show me that he had weapons on him. Okay. And this fell out of his pocket when he did it. Okay. And a magazine fell on the floor. And then I said to him, you get back in your car right now. My son-in-law, state trooper, get back in your car. You're scaring me.
He was visibly drunk, and to make things even worse for himself, Roadside had offered Wilson $1,000 as a bribe to keep the incident under wraps.
And then I got in my car, and I called my fiance. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Call the cops.
Alright, first, let me get your, obviously, let me get your license, registration, insurance. We'll take a report. He's not going to take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, so what happens if you have been drinking?
Well, I gotta get a supervisor on scene because they're the ones who gotta take too far action. I gotta get a supervisor on scene because they handle the too far action.
Oh, and also, when I pulled, he was in the gas station, I was getting gas.
Oh, back there?
Yeah, he was in front of me.
He what?
He was in front of me.
Okay.
And he stopped right in the middle, and so I had to back up and go around them. And then I came up here, and when I stopped for the light, for the stop sign, I didn't hit him.
The statements from both were contradictory to each other. Wilson claimed that she was waiting at a stop sign when Roadside's police vehicle crashed into her.
You want EMS to check you out at all? Are you hurt at all?
I don't think so. I think I'm
More shaken up than anything?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish, yeah, it's in the, trooper hit somebody from behind.
Roadside's blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit. However, he admitted to drunken driving and was ordered to pay a $386 fine and fulfill 12 hours at a resource center for drunk drivers. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where corrupt cops were caught and held accountable by higher-ups in the department. It was shocking to see the first officer escape without consequences, but the investigation revealed the extent of his vile actions. We hope officers continue to hold each other accountable and ensure that no one is above the law. If you agree with me, please support us by liking this video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, watch some of the craziest courtroom moments of all time.
I would ask you to, as part of this sentencing, to grant me 5 minutes in a locked room with this demon.